Snow. Yeah, I'm up in the Haley, Ketchum, Sun Valley, Bellevue area. I'm watching a house for some friends and their two dogs, uh, labs. 2 year old's a handful, but like my shadow. It's cold and flu season, and we all do what we need to do for cold and flu season. But unlike this quick video here, I did one of these about 2 years ago. It was taken down from YouTube because they said I was doing misinformation. So I'm not going to do any show and tell, but I'm going to tell you what I do. One thing that's pretty common knowledge that's not out there is when you have cold and flu season, guess what? We've got in our bodies that we're born with. It's called our immune system. And if we feed, this is what I teach in my holistic company. We give our body the right tools, it'll do wondrous things. So we just feed ourselves the right things. So things that most of us should know now. You know, you want to eat well, you want to drink a lot of water, stay away from the manufactured sugars, the processed foods, eat a lot of greens, vitamin C enriched foods, which are vegetables and fruit. Just take care of yourself. Everything in moderation, of course. Exercise, all that helps our immune system, which is there to help when we get all sorts of viruses coming in the wintertime and flu. Something standard that I take during cold and flu season, actually during the year, is zinc. This is really good mixed with quercetin, because quercetin helps the zinc get into our cells much better. Vitamin C, of course, magnesium, which I take as well. Vitamin D3, which is sunlight in a bottle. I love the sun, but when I'm here in the wintertime, sometimes in Idaho, I'm not getting a lot of sun. But our skin synthesizes the sun into vitamin D. We need that. Burning is what hurts us. So in the wintertime, when I'm not getting the sun, I'm taking vitamin D3. I take it in a liquid form, vitamin D3 mixed with K2, which once again are a good two things that help our body absorb much better. Those are always being taken. I won't go into the real details of all that. When I travel and in the wintertime too, for years, even before COVID, I've been doing a hydroxychloroquine maintenance dose every week, and also with ivermectin a maintenance dose. Because even before the COVID thing hit, many of us, for instance, ivermectin was recommended by the State Department for decades for government employees going over to third world countries because it's an antiparasitic. So I have a lot of antiparasitic cleanses that I give to clients and help with myself. So I've been taking that anyway when I travel. And as we learn more about ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, we're finding out tremendous things that help fight viruses, that help cancer fighting properties. So it's a win-win. There's no downside to those two that I just mentioned. They're generic, which means they can't be patented by some big pharma company and charge you thousands of dollars a pill. They're really pennies a pill. You can get it. So I take those. There's no downside to it. And I get my sleep. These are all just common sense stuff. So when we do get sick, all of us will get sick. I'll even get sick, but I haven't for about 5 years. When we do, we'll have our immune system there to fight, and we'll be at the ready because we're not compromising our immune system through a lot of garbage foods and through a lot of real poisons and toxins that we're taking in. So take care of yourself. It's really that simple. And again, when it comes to, as I've told everybody from day one, you want to get the flu vax, you want to get the flu vaccine, you want to get the COVID vaccine, you do what you want to do. It's the same thing that I've told clients, family, and anyone who listens. Do the research, know what you're doing, putting in your body, and then make a decision that's best for you based on that research. For me, I decided not to do any of that. 20 years ago, I decided not to take vaccines anymore. It's another long story. I'll tell another time. But, I've been traveling the country for years. I have not gotten COVID. Funny thing that is. And sometimes when I don't get into arguments, but when people ask me discussions, and especially at the beginning, and the last year or two of COVID, like, how come you're an anti-vaxxer, you're spreading misinformation? But the strange thing is, a lot of these people who are still of that mindset, and as I said, I don't usually get into debates, none of them, except for one, this last 2 years, have actually asked me what I do. because I haven't gotten COVID or been sick in 5 years. So you would think no matter what side of the fence you were on, if you were a reasonable and critical thinker, you might want to say, hey, Keith, what exactly are you doing and why aren't you getting sick? Not just COVID, but everything else. Sometimes, we can't see past our noses, but that's okay. I was like that once in my life, and I'm here to spread the gospel if you're ready to listen. So that's my little 2 cents on cold and flu season. Stay healthy. Keep your body in shape. We have this 80% of our body is what we put into it. The other 20% is genetics and exercise. We are what we eat. So be careful about what you're putting in this. All right? Talk to you soon. Bye.